Hell must have frozen over because I'm back. Woo! Can you all hear me now? Okay. What is going on? What's going on? I think the music's just a little loud. Let's bring it down. Just a little bit. Little bit. Can y'all hear me now? Hello. Whew. It took me I got home about a little after 9 o'clock. It took me about an hour to get everything all fixed up. I don't know why I don't have... Oh, I know why. And I need to turn off the TV. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Why? Okay. I think I know why. I think I know why there is no chat. Let's see if that works. I check something before I really dive in. I was going to see if I had a chat. Chatty! 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 Where are you? Chatty! Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Let's see if I got a chat. Do I got a chat back? Do I have a chat? Do I have a chat back? Hey, do I have a chat back? No? Chat? No chat? Hold on, I'm going to look at something. I was going to see if I had a chat. Do I have a chat? Oh, I do have a chat. Okay. I don't... I might have to close and reopen a chat, but... Okay. I'm back. Where should I look? Should I look at you? Look at you. Let's work on some photos. It's getting a little late. Actually, first I gotta compile some. I gotta compile some like scores, and I got a few. So let's double check. Okay, we'll try that. Can you? How does it? This is so weird. Like, OBS has changed so much since I've last streamed. I feel like I'm lost. Feel like I'm lost, boys. You know what? I may have the final score of Kemper. Okay. Carroll High boys had a good game. Bow, bow, wow. Whew! Whew! Oh, man, Kemper Catholic. You stop it. You stop it. All right. Okay. And I know this is like a late version. I need to do this more often, where I'm just working on photos and y'all are taking the ride with me. I mean, I want to try some new things and like get back to what I kind of really enjoy doing. But for right now, we got to compile some scores. And we don't need to know what's going on at Hy-Vee, do we? Bow, 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 bow. Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. This is looking promising. Like, after an hour of just trying to mess with the controls, and I'm like, where's the audio? Wait a second. Oh, I don't have the dongle in for the headphones. So, yeah, forgive me for taking so long for starting work on the photos and compiling the scores. Mostly because it's just of course I get a new login. So earlier tonight I was at Arweva versus Peyton Tredan because Carroll High was at North Polk and Kemper was in Clarinda. And then Coon Rapids Bayard had Wes Harrison. I didn't get out of the... I don't think I got out of the office till like 5, so... but, you know, we're not in any rush, are we? I mean, after this, we'll visit, we'll get caught up, and it'll be like old times. Old times back at the funny farm. And I should, you know, put this on the announcements. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Whoa, that's a crazy sax. Okay, so what you're listening to is, I mean, like, you can get royalty-free music, which is pretty awesome. I usually go off of Stream Beats with Harris Heller. He's been coming out with a lot of new music as of late. Am I blowing out anybody's ears? Okay. Check. Okay. We're good. I just don't want to blow out anybody's ears while I'm working on stuff. Okay, after... And then I'll grab a photo from this, and I'll do a little website work and chatting. Just, I don't want to give away all the secrets all the secrets. But we're looking pretty good. We're looking really good. Girls and boys basketball. Area basketball teams. Okay, all right. I gotta go back. And then what you're hearing is like the little keystrokes. I really need to muffle those. Baby. Let me go here and yeah, I just want to do, hold on. Let's go to settings real quick. Browser. Enhance photos. Enhance the photos. Is it browser? I don't need that. Features. Oh. I don't want the basic. That's fine, but I don't want the... Let's look at the sounds. Oh, here we go. There we go. Cool. All right, that's fixed. Can you? Okay. Okay, we good now. We good. Okay. All right. Now we can get back to what we're doing. So I'm going to actually move this over here. And keep in mind, like, if I'm like, my eyes are darting around, it's because I have a monitor over here where I'm keeping tabs on scores. And I have another over here that, you know, where I'm seeing, like, I'm looking at, like templates and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we don't need to worry about that for right now. I need to get rid of that. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look... Actually, the music seems a little loud for my ears. That better? I mean, you know, it's kind of blaring in my ears a little bit. And this is like the moment where it's like, I need to concentrate. I need to concentrate. I need to concentrate, man. Oh man, I tell you what. After all the postponements and the cancellations, I was sports starved. I was ready. I was ready to be back. I was more than ready. Lockdown. There we go. We're just gonna do some templates. Okay. Woo! Woo! There we go. All right. Okay, let's start with... Okay, now we can get out of here. Let's start with... Oh, yeah. Let's start with Carroll High. I know Carroll High girls lost because North Polk's pretty darn good. Come on, let's wake up. Let's wake up. Sometimes, like, when you're working on, like, Go Bound, like, it just loves to, like, it loves to mess with you. So sometimes it's just being a booger. Okay, so right now it's being a booger. And I'll have to look. I'm gonna double check on something real fast, just because. You never know. Huh? Okay. Okay. Double check on something real fast. Okay. We're good. Okay. All right, we'll go back to the Go Bound. And go, and like, here's the thing with Bound is Bound, like, when you need it the most, like, it doesn't want to work. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't. But I do have some scores already. There we go, finally. Jiminy Cricket, little boys! From Tuesday, January 16th. There was an error. I don't get that. That's that's so frustrating. So I just want scores, dang it. And then God forbid you sort out the conferences. Okay, finally. Jiminy cricket, son. Okay. We'll do Carroll High. Okay, I think I can let you guys along with me real quick. I need to bring back my transitions. Because right now it's just like straight up cut. Yeah, I gotta keep fine tuning. But Carroll High defeating North Polk 56-36. I think if I remember correctly. And sometimes I like to check out cool stuff. Okay, Evan Hammer had another double-double. Peyton Wardell had 12 points. Very nice. And according to Coach Randy Beeson, defensively, we were awesome. So, yeah. Really good words. Really nice words of praise from head coach and athletic director Randy Beeson. From Randy. So good win from the Tigers. Good win from the Tigers. And then Kemper. I think Kemper's still number 5 because the association did not. The association didn't change up the stats change up the rankings because of the weather. So, if I remember correctly, Kemper is still ranked number 5, and they were too much for Clarinda, so they won 80-44. Good win. I know the girls lost by 3. It's like 56-53. Okay. Arweva. We'll start with Arweva. Arweva's been hot as of late, too, if I remember correctly. Oh, man, of course I hit the timeout. See, this is what I deal with. Gateway timeout! I need you the most! Come on, Bound. Let's get it together. I just need to tweet at Bound. I was like, man, y'all need to quit crashing. I think I do have scores, though. So let me double check them scores. Uh-oh. I may not. I may have forgotten. Don't tell me I forgot to. No, this is from the smaller. Okay. This is from the smaller lens, I think. So we'll take that out for a second. Just for a second. Man, it's gonna take me all night. Take me all night at this rate. But I'm in no rush. I mean, okay, 63-29 over Patriot. Oh my gosh, Bound, why? Why when we need you the most? When we need you the most? When we need you the most. Okay. Arweva had a good win. Yeah. 63-29. Okay. And that should be... Ooh. I kind of want to double check and see how good... And of course, like... It's like, I don't want to show you. Nah, you're streaming. Nah. I know CRB one. Yeah. CRB. What? And this is how I find out. Like, I go on my phone, I check, I go on X. I go check out, good old X. And, 51. Oh, West Harrison. Wes Harrison, 37. Not a bad win for, that was kind of a little bit of a sluggish one for CRB, but, of course, they're just, I don't know why. And usually, like, down does not have very many problems, but it's fine. Glenn Ralston. I don't know if the Wildcats played tonight. Did the Wildcats play tonight? Glenn Ralston. They might not have played tonight. But you know what? If all else fails, the mobile app always works well. Yeah, it always works. The mobile app always kind of works a little bit. So that girls basketball. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, and we'll get to the photo editing here shortly, and just kind of like. Okay, are we the 1-2? I have to look at the score. Yep. Little sneak preview. 33-21. Oof. That is what you call football score. But Arleva snaps a long losing skid. Last time I saw them against Woodbury Central, oof, man, I felt bad for those girls. Felt bad. If all else fails, like there's like score stream and everything too. Although it's a little more underground. So I don't see so many people use it. Okay, I know Carroll High didn't do so hot. Oops. Well, Carroll High had. Okay, so they had Exira. Okay, so whenever they don't post this. So I'll mark this real quick. Whenever they don't do this, you can go on ScoreStream, or you can actually catch their KDSN out of Denison. Actually has them as part of a KDSN TV, and see they have like Arweva, they have Boyer Valley, East Sac. So they have Spartan Media. And this is how we can find our scores. Oof. I was going to say, Exira is pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. We're still on girls. We're just scrubbing through. Rough night for the Wildcats. We'll just say that. And 65-17. Jeez. Oof. Yeah, that's probably that is a game that the Wildcats will want to put behind them, that's for sure. Kind of lost my train of thought for a second. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Oh yeah, you see all my tabs? You just doxed yourself, Tyler Liger. You just doxed yourself. No, not really. No. I just have to remember rankings. Because sometimes you just have to... okay, so you do that, and it pops up here. Check out rankings. And this is just kind of taking you on the inside. The Kingsley Pearson girls jumped up to 15. Okay. I need to look for... So Xyra's still not... Xyra EHK is still not ranked. Unless my eyes are deceiving me. They've actually been really good as of late. So 65, 17. Okay. Rapids Bayard, I think it's still ranked number 12. And they basically hung up a football score on Wes Harrison. It's like 58-10. But I tell you what, Crusaders, man, if they want to lock you down, they'll lock you down. They will lock you down. 58-10, yeah. That is what you call butt whooping. Well, Wes Harrison girls, they're struggling this year. Now let's go to... What am I looking for? Tyler, where are we going today? All right. And just to double check, North Polk is ranked number 3. North Polk's actually pretty good. I did see them, and Carroll High hung with them for a little bit at home until, like, yeah, they ran into some trouble. Okay, 4A, North Polk. And the nice thing is like right afterwards, like Carroll High actually uploads their stats, which is really nice. But yeah, tough one for Carroll High girls. Let's go with, okay, we got ICAM Manning on tap next. I know the boys won. Boys had a good win. Actually, ICAM Manning's had a really good run as of late. The boys had a really good... the boys have had a really good... I think they put together a nice winning streak. Okay, now I just gotta find it. Oh. It's via text message. Hee hee. Shout out to my guy Brian, who gives me the scores. Give me the scores. Oh. Okay, so AHSTW1. And I think this was in Avoca. So, oh, actually, this is 64 to the 45. 6-4, 4-5. That's actually probably one of the better offensive performances from the ICAM Manning girls this season, though. One of the better ones. And Anna Stengel had a good game. And then Abby Neuheisel, she actually got double digits. Yeah, but they were down. They were down 11 at the break, which is not bad. Yeah, not bad. Sometimes you just got to know how to read a book. Yeah, gotta love reading the book. Okay, now we need to see how. Exira also had a pretty good big game. Okay, yeah, Exira. 59-33. There's Daniel. He had some playing time. All right. He had some playing time, man. I always root for that guy. I root for him. I always root for him. Okay, so that should be good on the twin bell. Now, let's go to Twin Lakes, because that's where SCC's at. Shout out to all the Titan Nation out there. I see that the guys won. Well, ICAM Manning, I got to plug them in first. They had a good win. Good win against AHS TW. Had a big game. Oh, Ben Ramsey had a nice game. 23 points. 23. Where's that? Yeah, and Lane Sams had 10 points. And Ross had 13. Not bad. Not bad for the Wolves. How about them Wolves? I need to get me some ICAM Manning merch, man. I tell you what. Yeah, seriously. I think I would look good in green and black, honestly. Just as much as I look good in purple and black, I would look good in green and black. I would look good. Okay, where else do I want to look for? Oh, okay. Okay. That's not a bad showing from the SEC girls. Yeah. Well, but Pocahontas, they always play tough, and Pokey might actually be pretty good this year. Oh no, they're down. They probably lost a lot. That's what happened. But good games for Mia, Blair, and Brienne. It's just they just had a really tough second quarter. But I mean, you got to remember with SEC is that the Titans are extremely young this year. There's only 2 seniors, and they lost everybody else compared to last year. They lost, Riley, Riley Bada, who's now playing volleyball for Northern State. Big shout out to Riley, and also the Kylie Schleitzman, who's playing basketball, women's basketball, over in Wartburg. So, from what I've heard, she's doing pretty good. She's getting a lot of playing time. But Kylie's a baller, though. She could probably run circles around me for sure. Okay, we're almost done with the area basketball scoreboard. Gosh, how many wins has SEC had? Eight straight? Okay, all right. I would say with Arweva, should we do CRB, Girls Cruise? I want to say, Pocahontas didn't do. Yeah. Man, I've always seen the boys struggle for Pocahontas boys. Oh, before I forget, South Central Cotton. SEC's been hot as of late. I think that's their 8th straight over Pocahontas. Or their 8th straight overall so far this season. I want to see something really quick. We'll go to Rolling Valley. And this is just my wheelhouse. I love covering sports. Yeah, I think Arweva has won their... Okay, they've won their 4th straight. Okay, Arweva. Carroll High. Arweva. And I think ICAM Manning is just tearing it up too. I think ICAM Manning has been undefeated so far this year. I mean, so far. Okay. I'm gonna double check. Yeah. How about them Wolves? 3rd straight. ICAM Manning. Okay. I think I could do a semicolon. Actually, I don't know. I always want to do like semicolons and stuff, but it just never looks right. Okay, now let's go find a photo. That one's kind of cool. I always like tip-off photos. Who should I put in? Probably Arweva, you know. I'm thinking Arweva. Yeah, I'm thinking Arweva. Long ski. You need to find something good. Let's find a cool photo. That's always kind of tough, you know what I'm saying? Always kind of tough. Because I do Peyton Sheridan for... so people are probably asking, well, Tyler, you do... Carroll Times Herald. Why are you covering Peyton Sheridan? It's like, well, I do them for Jefferson. That photo come out okay. Yeah. Actually, ooh, be kind of cool. I want to find. There we go. Still button. So, the background music you're listening to is brought to you by Stream Beats by Harris Heller. He does a lot of royalty-free music for streamers, which is kind of cool. It's really neat. I'm sure he gets plenty of YouTube and Twitch revenue. This is the hardest part. It's like, what photo should I go with? I think I have a decent one. Wait a minute. sometimes like I'm like, oh yeah, like there'll be times where I have like a whole bunch of really awesome photos, and then there's times where I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Do I have anything good? Let's look at that one. Except I've been doing a lot of Blaine Smith as of late. I've been doing a lot of Blaine. This is where they were starting to bring in reserves. Maybe. Okay. I picked one. Let's go with this one. That one right there. Then we just angle it just a touch. Yeah, and I'll include this in my little photo gallery too. Okay, let's go for that one. So, batch. Okay. And a little trick I always do is I do like I'll do a photo that's good. That's good that I can, it's like, hey, I can use that. Arweaver. Senior. Should you call Emmett Newman a senior? Or like a center? He's a forward. Okay. You're a forward, brother. And just to kind of show y'all what I'm doing. Yeah, drag that over. During the second half of a Rolling Valley Conference matchup between the Rockets and the Rockets on Tuesday at the, should I say the West Side Coliseum? Shout out Rich Stoffers. At the Arweaver Gym. Big West Side. Arweaver. Okay, and I just want to double check the scores. Arweaver. And this is what I have to do sometimes. I just have to be like, okay, just so I don't fudge it up. 63-29. Okay. And I think if I remember correctly, Arweaver. Actually, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So be their fifth straight. Fifth straight? Yeah, be their fifth straight. Uh-oh. Okay, all right. Area high school. Okay, area basketball scoreboard. Okay. And there we go. Now, this is on the back end of the website. Kind of shows you what I'm all doing. It gives you kind of the inside look at what I do. And this is why I don't go to bed until like 2 in the morning sometimes. Girls Cruise and Are We with Snaps Long Skid is Carol High. Yep. Actually, hold on. Cruise, Are We with Girls, Snap, Long Skid is Carol High Arweva, and SCC Boys. Win. I mean, that sounds kind of generic, but I'm trying to hit like almost everything. And then we're gonna do a live view. Photo came out halfway decent. Didn't have to do. I don't have to do a whole lot of. What's really nice is I didn't have to do a ton of. Didn't have to do a ton of work. Okay. Here we go. Finally, we got some hoops. Finally, we have some basketball. It's easy to get your area girls teams. And we can double check the scores. That kind of looks a little wonky, and I might go back and work on it. But sometimes I don't mind. Actually, like what I could do. Let's do this. Do that. You know what? This sounds like Fallen Shadow music. From Shondo. Shout out Shondo. Shout out to Shondo. Okay. 2 1 2 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5. Win 2 and 5, while the area boys teams, boys basketball team, girls basketball teams, while the area boys teams, boys oops squads, oops squads. Is that safe? Is that safe to say? Okay. Oh, look at my wonderful. Man, I don't look good in that photo. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. Okay. Go. Went 6-1. Well, let's see. Okay. Actually, let's say number 12, Coon Rapids Bayard. Rank Class 1A, Coon Rapids Bayard. And Arweva girls. Girls win. While 6 of the 7. Excuse me. Whew. Boys teams went. Picked up wins. Okay, all right. Let's click on the link. below to view final scores and look for recaps and roundups in an upcoming edition of the Herald Times Herald. Okay. Whew. Ugh. You can tell it's been a minute. Okay, we don't need to go in the business suite. Okay. Finally, we have some basketball. All right, that's done. And oh, hello, Caitlin. Hello, Caitlin Clark. Hello, Caitlin Clark. Okay, now we're. Okay. In case you haven't checked, check out the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe, because I'm going to do more of these. Yeah. I'm going to do more of these. Okay, now let's have a little fun. Let's get out of this, because none of these teams are ranked. Okay, here we go. So, hey, there's Jeff Blakeman. Hey, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. So, what's the better looking one of the bunch? Okay, so I don't really want to see the ref in here. This is kind of a cool tip-off photo. So, we're going to angle this. And the problem is do we want to see ref or do we not want to see ref? I mean, because that's not bad. It's not bad. And we'll get to the intros here pretty quick, too. We'll get to them. We could probably lighten this one up a little bit. Do that. Go up here. And the nice thing is like in the pages, like if I wanted to tighten that up, I can tighten it up. And there's times where like sometimes the gyms come off a little too dark. It's not bad. So sometimes, like, you know, when there must have been something happen with Amber's nose or something where she got, like, she got her nose busted or something. I kind of like to know the story behind that. But I'm not one to criticize. That's not my place. That one didn't come out good. See, like, I was in a really dark corner. So I didn't really like that one. That one's a little too dark. This is a turnover. We'll go with this one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Gabby Hundley, probably the next really good athlete out of Arweva. Now, if she could just have a, kind of a team around her, she'll be all right. It's not a bad photo. Not bad. Not bad. And like sometimes like I'll drift from like one side to another. I'm not like trying to put on a show. It's more like yeah, kind of like that. That's good. I hope nobody like pops on and they're like, these photos are terrible. It's like, well, you know, it happens. I'd probably be like all sad. Probably be all sad. Uh-oh. I wanted to get that turnover. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't. That was not bad. That was not bad. It's not terrible. It's something I'm like, yeah, I can live with that. Kind of tells the story of the game. But I'll say this though, and this is not like spoken in a bad light or anything. It was a rugby game. I was ready for a rugby scrum. I was ready for a rugby scrum, dude. Yeah. So you ever seen that like account on like X called like, so you want to be a sports photographer? There's times where like the camera lens will like, you know, go to the ref, or it'll highlight the crowd instead of the players. And you're like, oh man, this could be a really good photo. And see, like, I'm so bummed because if I went a little taller, this would have been my shot of the night. Yeah. They're doing a little number over there. A little number. Okay, now I'm starting to concentrate on a little paint Sedan. Yeah, I think this was early in the second quarter. Yeah, hopefully that's not terrible. And like before I put stuff in the paper, I'll fix stuff up for the paper too. And sometimes like photography like will really tell you what you need to work on as a player. Like sometimes like, you know, I'll have coaches come up to me and be like, yeah, like this is like, or sometimes players will come up and they'll be like, yeah, like I see what I do wrong through photography. But yeah, like to me, like girls basketball is challenging just because everybody rushes up. Like it's not often where you can get fast breaks, and most of the time, like I see, like I'll see rugby scrums, and it's just it's a challenge. Especially when you don't have like big baselines to work with, and I mean, for me, it's a challenge. For other photographers that I know, they actually like prefer the slower pace of girls' hoops. And you can tell it's like, oh man. This is why I take so many. Because you're like, you're thumbing through. And sometimes like, you hit more duds than anything. Uh-oh. We have a Haley Hoyle shot. We got it. We got one. We're going to widen that just a little bit. Yeah, and of course, like ideally, like I'd be like, I would love to get rid of this coach in the back. I would love to get rid of the coach. It's like, can I just Photoshop them out?
That'd be great.
Can I just Photoshop these cats out? But here's what gets me about girls basketball, and it's nothing on the student athletes. When you drive and finish, drive and finish with a layup, because that comes out to be a really cool shot versus you going on the fast break, going down the floor, and then you're just boom, and then you just stop, and then go up for like an easy shot. Which just go up for the layup. Go up for the layup. Use the glass. Like that's just. It's such a. I mean, it's such a pet peeve of mine in girls basketball. Such a pet peeve of mine. It's like, no, go and drive, finish. Go and drive, finish it.
Finish it, bro. Finish it.
See, like, there's some times where I'm like, where I'm not too happy with some shots. Because sometimes, like, the camera will not, like the camera will be like, I do not like you. And then there's just times where they're like, everybody just like has these game faces, and it's just not fun to look at. And it's not really. It's not anybody's fault. It's just how you look during the game. I mean, it's not like people are like smiling and having a good time. It's more like and sometimes like
here we go. Let's see. I was like, oh, just drive. Oh, the worst photos are like when, like, most of the time, like, you catch somebody in mid-blink. Oof. Yeah, we won't embarrass people too bad. It's like, I think what's really funny is, okay, you're driving. But, like, you stop. It's like, don't stop. Just go and hit it off the glass. I don't know, like, I don't know. Maybe girls are taught differently. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a girl. But I mean, it's all good. Everybody has their own styles, but like, yeah, see, like the I'm like, sometimes it's almost too fuzzy for me. Like a lot of the girls' photos, like, man, I struggle. It's like, I'm on struggle bus, help me. I think, at least with West Side, I feel like I need
to, adjust settings, because sometimes if you get too high as far as like your ISO, your stuff becomes a little too grainy and it doesn't look as good. Oh yeah, we love action shots like that. We love action shots like these. Even though it's a game phase, we like them. Because you're fighting for the ball. You're fighting for them ball. There we go.
Yeah. I know. There's times where, like, you know, camera favors other players versus like the players that you want.
I know. There's times where,
It's
like,
oh, I want
you know,
more
camera
of,
favors,
you know, I want more of
other
like,
players
say,
versus like the players that you
it's
want.
like, I want more of this player, but
It's like, oh, I want more of, you know, I want more of, like, say, it's like, I want more of this player, but I can't have
nice
this player.
Fast break. See, this is like,
you know,
what I
get
hate.
a nice little fast
And
break.
it's not the player's fault. It's just the camera is like, nope, I'm going to go look at,
See, this is like
else.
what I hate. And it's not the player's fault. It's just the camera is like, nope, I'm going to go look at, I'm going to look at something else.
I hate it.
I'm going to look at something else. Yeah.
I do feel that, like, if...
I hate it.
If, like...
I do feel that,
Pate
like,
and
if...
Sedan sticks together, I mean, they might be good, like, down the road.
If, like,
it's just,
you
like,
know,
you live,
let's say Pate and
win or
Sedan
you
sticks
learn.
together.
And,
I mean,
you know,
they
regardless,
might be
you're
they
gonna
might
learn.
be good, like, down the road.
So just
It's just like you live,
Keep-
you win or you
the
learn,
Tom Kennedy
and
thing.
you know, regardless, you're gonna
He knows
learn.
sports. That man
So
knows
just-
sports.
Keep listening to Tom Kennedy. He knows a thing too. He knows sports. That man knows sports.
It's like, oh man, I gotta go back.
It's like, oh man, I gotta go back.
There's times I'm like, I wish I can like get better pictures. See, like,
There's times I'm like,
see, this
I
makes
wish I can like get better pictures.
because like if this was a little bit closer, like I would be like, this is a
See,
great
like,
shot.
see this makes me so mad.
But of course not.
Because, like, if this was a little bit
No.
closer,
Yeah.
like, I would be like, this is a great shot. But of course not.
It's kind of a cool shot, but I prefer to
Help.
have the ball. In.
Yeah. It's kind of a cool shot, but I prefer to have the ball in there.
Maybe not that one. Oh,
Maybe not that one.
that one's kind of.
Oh.
I don't know what it would look like.
That one's kind of a cool one. I don't know what it would
it's
look
kind of weird to be
like.
back on YouTube. I haven't had a whole lot of drop frames. That's good.
I know. It's kind of weird to be back on YouTube.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta
I haven't had a whole lot of drop frames. That's
power
good.
through and see what you got. 'Cause
Sometimes
I'm like,
you just
man, I
gotta
got some good pictures. No, I didn't.
power through and see what you got. And
Then I look and I'm like, oh.
because I'm like, oh man, I got some good pictures. No, I didn't.
I'm harsh on myself too. I'm harsh.
Then I look and I'm like, oh,
Uh-oh, that's a
I
slap.
wish I had better photos. But I'm harsh on myself too. I'm harsh. Uh-oh, that's a slap.
That one's not bad. Where was I going with this?
That one's not bad.
That was not bad.
Where was I going with this? That one's not bad. Yeah.
But Peyton Shergan girls, man, they made it a game for like 3/4. Yeah, they made it a game for 3/4.
But Peyton Shergan girls, man, they quarters. Yeah, they made it a game for 3/4.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice shot. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice shot.
Girls?
Okay, all right. There's girls.
Hopefully that's a-okay. That'll come out okay. So we're gonna put these up.
Hopefully that's a-okay.
And then I'm
that'll
gonna
come
add
out okay. So
we're going to
put these up real quick. And then I'm gonna add on. Yeah, so we're going to.
And this is kind of what I do, is I kind of just switch up. So.
And then we're gonna add more photos. And this is kind of what I do, is I kind of just switch it up. So.
Yeah. So, see, like, I don't lead with all Arleva. I do a lot of Peyton Shergan in here too.
Yeah. So, see, like, I don't lead with all Arleva. I do a lot of Peyton Shergan in here too.
Nice one.
So. That's probably one of my better photos. It's a nice one. Actually, probably do that one. We can do this one.
What's another one we could throw in there?
What's another one?
And they come. I mean, like, the nice thing is they come out a little bit better. You know, like they're not too shabby.
And they come. I mean, like, the nice thing is they come out a little bit better. You know, like they're not too shabby.
Yeah. Wow, wow.
Yeah. Wow, wow.
Let's see. Kick that one. That one.
Let's see.
This is my old intro. My old intro music.
This is my old intro.
We got girls.
My old intro
now
music.
Now we got to go on to boys. But we'll get to the intro pictures here soon too.
All right, we got girls. Now we got to go on to boys. But we'll get to the intro pictures here soon too.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're doing good so far.
Ooh.
Cool.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
We doing good so far? Cool. Ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, like, sometimes, because I'm like, man.
Yeah, like, it's crazy, like, sometimes, because I'm like, man.
But then sometimes, like, the camera's like, I don't want to cooperate with you. Yeah.
And sometimes, like, the camera's like, I don't want to cooperate with you. Yeah, I don't know what was going on, man.
Okay. I'll double check and see if
okay.
Yeah. People are like, we're gonna pop in for like 10 seconds.
Gotta double check and see if I have a chat going.
It's like I need a chat.
People are like, we're gonna
Probably
pop
just
in
like
for like
looking
10
at
seconds
photos.
and leave. It's like I need a chat. Probably because I'm like working on photos and
aren't ya? Working on photos, aren't ya?
yeah,
Then
you're
it
just
kinda cuts
working on
off.
photos, aren't ya? Working on photos, aren't ya?
See,
Then
like,
it kind of cuts off.
this would be a great photo if it didn't concentrate on the background.
See, like, this would be a great photo if it didn't concentrate on the background. I got better photos.
Yeah, see, like, the camera is like, I don't know what to look at. I don't know what these
Yeah, see, like, the camera's like, I don't know what to look at.
Guys, I don't know what to look at.
I don't know I don't know what the camera's supposed to look at.
In front of my camera.
Guys, I don't know what to look at. That's me making fun of my camera. Uh-oh.
I will say, out of the entire area, like, that I cover, I'd probably say that Peyton Jourdain is probably the most vocal.
I will say out of the entire area like that I cover,
Yeah,
I'd probably say that Peyton Jourdain is
say-
probably the most vocal.
I'd say that the Rockets are the most
Yeah,
vocal.
I'd say that.
God forbid
I'd say
I
that.
do anything wrong.
I'd say that the
Just
the
kinda
Rockets
funny,
are the
actually,
most
but I
are
don't
the
mind.
most. That would be okay. I think I just gotta pull back a little bit. That one's not bad. Let's do this one. Yeah.
So, do that one. Okay. Is this the
Do
hip
that
one?
one.
I think I was
Okay.
gonna go with this one.
Is this the hip one? I think I was gonna go with this one.
I was like, oh man, that would have been great. Would have been great if I pulled
I was
back.
like, oh
just-
man, that would have been great.
This person's constantly like broadcasting.
Would have been great if I pulled back just a little bit.
Illegal broadcasting.
This person's constantly
broadcasting.
like broadcasting. Illegal broadcasting. Illegal broadcasting.
Gotta get my pictures of my kid on the court. Which is that's okay. I mean, by all means.
Gotta get my pictures of my kid on the court.
By all means. By all means.
Which is that's
Problem is, it's like sometimes like it's like you want to get a cool photo,
by all means.
but sometimes
By all
like the
means.
kid
By all
don't-
means.
like he doesn't. It's like sometimes like if they got like a kind of a, I hate to say it, like a
Problem
dopey
is, it's
look,
like sometimes like it's like
it's like
you wanna get a cool
you
photo?
want something that has a
but sometimes like the
Probably
kid
won't go
don't
with that one.
like he doesn't. It's like sometimes like if they got like a kind of
and
a
that's
I hate to say it, like a dopey look, like
sometimes it's just the movement.
like it's like you want something that has a like look at his arm. I probably won't go with that one. And that's
I feel like that one's
like
kinda
I
a
said
cool
before,
photo.
it's nothing on the player. Sometimes it's just the movement. Yeah.
I could probably just do this.
See, like that
It's
one's kind of a
artsy.
cool photo.
Nothing wrong with artsy.
I could probably just do this.
But we want nice photos. We want nice photos.
It's artsy. Nothing wrong with artsy. But we want nice photos. We want nice photos.
Now there's somebody that's going to be pretty good. Yeah. Gold Trayvon. There's been times where I've seen his name be Trevor. I hope.
Now there's somebody that's going to be pretty good.
It's like, oh man, that's Trevor
Yeah.
right there. That's Trevor.
Gold Trayvon.
I hope that's not the case.
There's been times where I've seen his
That
name be
we don't
Trevor.
need to.
I hope nobody at like school is like, oh man, that's Trevor right there.
I wish that one was
That's Trevor. I hope
like
that's
that
not
one.
the case. Because we don't
I saw
mean
that
to.
one like to begin with, and I was like, that's not a bad photo. That's actually really good.
I wish that was a better one.
That one might actually
better too.
might go in the pages of the.
I like that one.
Jefferson
That's
Herald.
cool. I saw that one like to begin with, and I was like, that's not a bad photo. That's actually really good.
But it just depends.
Might go in the pages of the Jefferson Herald. Who knows?
I would say though.
But it just depends. Like,
yeah, it's like the camera gets a little like finicky.
I would say though.
Like, it gets me so mad sometimes. Yeah, it gets me so mad.
It's like the camera gets a little
So
like
mad.
finicky. Like it gets me so mad sometimes.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, it gets me so
I do
mad.
think I do get a little flattered when
So
when
mad.
schools use my art.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. I like that one.
Okay.
I do think it's. I do get a little flattered when
you
you know, when schools use my art.
Yeah, and he gets loud.
Okay. So I have a neighbor above me, and I have a neighbor below me. And I think the neighbor below me just got back home. Yeah.
Sometimes
And
like,
he gets a
I'll see
little
something
loud.
And I'm like, oh, this looks so good.
He get a little loud
And I
sometimes.
like look at it and I'm like, oh man, I wish that was better.
Darn.
I wish that was.
Sometimes like I'll see something from a distance, and I'll be like, oh, this looks so good, and then I'm like, I like look at it, and I'm like, oh man, I wish that was better.
That one.
I wish that
try
was
to look
better.
at stuff that looks crisp. Like woogie crisp.
Yeah, let's go with
Now
that.
here I am, like Late Street, entertaining
That
no
one,
one.
like, I try to look for stuff that looks crisp.
Why did I do a snow day
Like
stream when there were
woogie
like
crisp.
more people that are going to see me online? Who knows? I don't know.
I know,
I
here
don't
I
know,
am,
man.
like
I
Late
don't
Street,
know.
entertaining no one.
It's not a bad one.
Why didn't I do a snow when there were like more people that are gonna see me online? Who knows? I don't know.
I like that one. Let's go with this one.
I don't know,
Go
man.
with
I
this
don't
one.
know. It's not a bad one.
Nice thing.
I like
with,
that one. Let's go with this one.
Trayvon is he can ball, man.
Go with this one.
I would say like if he was in by Carroll times Herald area, probably probably be all area.
Nice thing with Trayvon. I would say like if he was in by Carroll times Herald area, probably probably be all area. Just then.
But Peyton Jordan's young. I will say that. Very young team. A lot of freshmen.
But Peyton Jordan's young. I will say that. They're a young team.
Sounds
A lot of
pretty
freshmen.
crisp. I don't mind pictures like these just because it's this was before things really got out of hand.
So that one's pretty crisp.
I
I don't mind. I don't mind
Did I
pictures
get a
like
shot?
these, just because it's.
I sure did.
This was before things really got
Hopefully
out of
it comes
hand.
nice and crisp when I.
Oh,
post it.
Did I get a shot?
Sometimes like they come out really nice, and then the other times
I sure
it's
did.
Like, oh man. Why,
Hopefully
man,
that comes out
why?
nice and crisp when I post it. Sometimes like they come out really nice, and then the other times they're just like, oh man.
Blaze Smith. I love like the old school basketball hoop in the background.
Blaze Smith. I love like the old school basketball hoop in the background.
Rolling Valley Conference.
Rolling Valley Conference.
I know. I got to crop. I mean, like, mostly what I do, like, in the first round of working on photos is just cropping. Mostly cropping. Cropping, just doing some light work.
I know. I gotta crop.
Tomorrow I'll probably...
I mean, like, mostly what I do, like, in the first round of working on photos is just cropping.
Like, heavy lifting.
Mostly cropping. Cropping, just doing some light work. Tomorrow, a little more... Probably do a little more, like, heavy lifting.
Sometimes it's like the angle. That one's really... I actually really like this one from the get-go. This
one's not bad. Sometimes it's like the angle. That one's really... I actually really like this one from the get-go. This one was really good.
Ooh, that one's good. I like that one. I like that. I like that.
Ooh, that one's good.
Not bad at all.
I like that one. I like that.
Really, I don't think I had really.
I like that.
Like a photo of the night or anything though.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I don't think I had really a photo of the night or anything though.
Awesome. Like a photo of the night. That one's like, which is like, oh my gosh, like, oh man.
I was like, yeah, I didn't have like a super duper awesome.
This one's awesome.
Like a photo of the night. That one's like, which is like, oh my gosh, like, oh man. This one's awesome.
Oh.
Oh.
Really? Sometimes I get jumps. Who knows?
Really? Thought I had a good one. Sometimes I get jumps. Who knows?
See, like, I hate this. It's like, oh, I'm gonna focus on Tyson over here. It's like, why? Why would you do that? Why?
See, like, I hate this. It's like, oh, I'm gonna focus on Tyson over here.
Somebody's kicking out their legs.
It's like, why? Why would you do that? Why? Somebody's kicking out their legs. Yep. Just crop a little tight.
Kind of wish I got this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you break the floor?
Did you break the floor?
Okay? Are you okay?
Is the floor okay? Are you okay?
Wait.
Wait.
We gotta get the ref in there. I had one
get the ref in there.
Smartass,
I had one ref be a smart ass like, to me, which was funny.
Any picture
he was like,
me, it's $100.
Any picture you get of me, it's $100.
Good luck with that one.
And I'm like, good luck with that one. Good luck. Good luck getting $100.
Hey, boys. What you looking at?
Hey, boys. Hey.
Probably a freshman right here, ain't it? Yeah, freshman. I think at this point of the game, they were putting in reserves.
Probably a freshman right here, ain't it? Yeah, freshman. I think at this point of the game, they were putting in
reserves at this point.
They're putting in reserves.
That's okay. I mean, you give them plenty of playing time, and then that's how they grow.
I was like, yeah, they were putting in reserves at this point. But that's okay. I mean, you give them plenty of playing. How they grow.
So I wasn't happy with that. And this is the final shot of the game.
So I wasn't happy with that. And this is the final shot of the game.
Yep. I love how cameras kind of like, I'm going to look at this and I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to look at things that you want to look at. So I think probably my next step is probably go full frames. You know, like a full frame camera.
Yep. I love how cameras kind of like, I'm going to look at this and I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to look at things that you want to look at.
Actually.
So I think probably my next step is probably go, like a full frame camera. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll go with this one.
Actually.
Okay. Okay, boys.
Yeah, we'll go with this one. Bow my home. Okay, boys.
See, I'm like so mad. Like, I didn't get that. What the crap?
See, I'm like so mad. Like, I didn't get that. What the crap?
Okay. Alright. And then I got one more card. And then, yeah, it's midnight.
Heavy traffic,
burning the midnight
boys.
oil with me?
Okay.
Maybe?
Alright. And then I got one more card. And then, yeah, it's midnight. Anybody burning the midnight oil with me?
Do this.
Maybe?
Live chat.
Okay.
There you go.
I was checking my stats. I was checking chat.
Okay, boys, okay.
I should actually do this. Live chat. There you go. Okay, boys, okay.
That came out okay.
That came out okay.
Top photo of. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
I need a top photo of. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
I like this one. I'm gonna bring this one to the top too. I know the scoreboard's in the background, but it's still come out as a cool photo.
I like this one. I'm going to bring this one to the top, too.
I don't know why that one's down there.
I know the scoreboard's in the background, but it's still come out as a cool photo.
I'll do this one for girls. Actually, I do have one of the girls down there.
Well, this one for girls.
It'll do, donkey, it'll do.
Actually, I do have one for girls, don't I?
Where am I at here?
Well, it'll work. It'll do. It'll do, donkey, it'll do. Where am I at here? Okay.
I think I have this one. Use these okay, now I have more.
I think I have this one. Did I use these? Okay, now I have more.
Oh man, I'm looking for trouble.
Oh man, I'm looking for trouble.
Okay, I think that's all the photos out of that card. So we're going to slip that card out. And then we're going to put another card in. I want to look at intros and wide shots.
Okay, I think that's all the photos out of that card. So we're going to slip that card out. And then we're going to put another card in. I want to look at intros and wide shots.
Up. Yeah, I feel like this picture's a little dark.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like this picture's a little dark.
Grace Column looks so sad. Well, she looks so sad in photographs. I'm not going to finish that sentence because you're under to 18. Come on.
Grace Column looks so sad. Well, she looks so sad in photographs. I'm not going to finish that sentence because
Somebody really got into that.
you're under to 18. Come on. Somebody really got into that.
I don't usually judge. I don't judge.
Yeah.
Tyler, don't judge. Tyler, don't judge.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't usually judge. I don't judge. Tyler, don't judge. Tyler, don't judge.
Hopefully she's like, man, Tyler, why'd you pick the worst photo? Why did you do that? Why'd you do it? I thought it was halfway decent.
Hopefully that's not. Hopefully she's like, Man, Tyler, why'd you pick the worst photo of me? Why did you do that?
So I'm not gonna.
Why'd you do it?
So like, I feel bad. For
I thought it was halfway
this young
decent.
lady up here. Everybody has their door gauge. Like my door gauge was probably like 6th grade, 7th grade. I mean, I'm probably still a dork now, but.
So I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so like, I feel bad for this young lady up here. Everybody has their door gauge. Like my door gauge was probably like. That's kind of like right in front of my face. That was right in front of my face. Actually, those photos came out okay. Hey, there's a cameo from Jeff Storyhan. I gotta cut him out though. I would give him a cameo though. Yeah. I mean, like, would he give me cameos? I don't know. I'm kind of ugly looking. I'd tell him, yeah, don't give me cameos. Oh. Whoa. Boom, boom. Yeah, I think he was kind of experimenting a little bit, and I kind of like that. That's actually really fun. I mean, you always got to try something new. That was like 8mm, I think. Yeah. Sorry, Ref. We're going to cut you out, brother. He's probably like $100 a photo. $100. Hopefully this comes out okay, because as a wide shot, it comes out all right. Yeah, who knows? Actually, that one might be the better photo. I don't know. It's not bad. You can use that one. There's Lannis! Lannis! I gotta cut Lannis out, though. Yeah. It's all good, though. So I didn't have very many... Tell you who looks really sad. Dara Weave, head coach. She looks sad. So she always looks sad. It's like, okay, guys, let's go. All right, guys, we're as long as you execute that game plan, we're gonna be okay. I mean, I'm not like trying to be a jerk. It's just that's what you sound like. Oh, you know what? I need to move these photos up. Yeah, and I'll switch them up too. See, this is always what takes me the longest. Is just, hey, let's edit some photos. We'll do this real quick. So we'll do, come on, run up here. Yes, let's go. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. So,
I was just surprised that,
you know, Dr. Disrespect had such a late stream. Yeah, I was like, oh. I come home like around 9 and Dr. Disrespect is still streaming. He's usually like a day streamer. Yeah. But I like watching Doc though. Probably my favorite streamer. One of my favorite streamers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bam, bam. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. Don't get mad, this is the best photo I had of you. That was actually like nice and crystal clear. Wow, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on. Oof. How late are we running, boys? How late? Move this up here. It takes a little bit of like. Sometimes like it's just all about eyeball week. Eyeball. You know, I was like thinking about like streaming with a wrestling mask on. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. All right, one last one. Actually, yeah, we can do this. Whoa, whoa! Okay, now. Those two. Yeah, that wide shot's not terrible. I could probably fix that up on Photoshop tomorrow. Actually say, hey, that's actually kind of a fun photo. Whoa! Whoa! Boom, 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 boom. That's terrible. That's terrible, me. Why do I do these things? I don't know. I don't know why I do these things. Okay. Ugh. I need a swig of the raspberry tea. My wall drug cup. Don't mind me. I'm sipping on my sludge. Yeah. Okay. Whew. I got it. Okay, all right. I thought there was something wrong. Oh no! Nice crossover. Arweeva hosted Peyton Sheridan. Peyton Sheridan for a Rolling Valley Conference double header. Hell on Tuesday evening at the Arweeva Gym, West Side. Rockets in red and black. In both contests at the Westside Coliseum. Viva girls snapped. Okay, this is where I got to be a little scientific. They snapped a 8-game skid. 8-game skid. By way of a Tyler Liger. I'll go back to my page. Actually, better yet, let's go. Oh, yeah. 33-21. In the nightcap, the Arweeva boys extended their winning streak to 5 straight. with a 63-29 final score. (63-29) decision over Page. Okay, all right. Prove to 2 and 10. Is it 2 and 10? 2 and 10, 2 and 7? 2 and 10, 2 and 7. At 0 and 7, 0 and 10 maybe. We'll double check. Yeah. It'd be 0 and 6, 0 and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 0 and 11 actually. 0 and 11, 0 and 7. Okay, all right. Okay, our Weeva boys. Our Weeva boys. We'll go back down. Kick over here. Yeah. And this is like just time consuming. Did I get that right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I always like to double check. Okay. Be 8 and 4, 5 and 4. Let's play an 8 and 4 overall. Fell to 0 and 12, 0 and 7. Okay. Okay. All right. Harold and B. Jefferson. Harold. The B. The B. All right. Now. Okay. That's up. Now, don't tell anybody. I kind of cheat. I take all my basketball scores over here. But in this instance, I also add Greene County. So. Man, this is such a kind of a. Yeah, let's change that up a little bit. Alex, let's change the music. Should we go electronic? electronic maybe, or should I do synthwave? Or better yet, let's go lo-fi. Let's go lo-fi. All right, boys. Okay, now here's the fun part. I need to see how. I wonder, did Greene County play tonight? Heart of Iowa, my bad. Okay, all right. So that's right. They didn't play until. They don't play until Friday, I think. Yeah, I don't think they play until Friday. Yeah, they don't play until Friday. Okay. Okay. Only pair teams. Let's pair teams that weren't in action. Was Greene County as they return to the hardwood on Friday against South Hamilton. Okay, now I gotta do something real quick. Okay. All right. Okay, Iowa State men lost. They dropped against BYU, who was ranked 20th. 87-72. I tell you what, the Big 12 is pretty decent. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just talk to my kids real quick. I'm going to get up and I'm going to walk away. You know what? I don't like... Okay, hold on a second. To myself, I'm gonna email myself a photo. And I always like title. I'm like, hoops, hoops, hoops. It's hoops. All right. Back to looking at me. Back to looking at me. Back to looking at me. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. This'll work, boys. Yes. Oh, all right. Wait, we good. We good. I was like, I got a little worried because I was like, downloads. Okay. That should do it. We got done with all the photos. I did it over live stream. I should do this more often. Maybe gather more of an audience. I mean, this was just kind of a spur of the moment. I was like, let me just do a stream and work on the photos as I go. But instead of going Twitch, where, I mean, Twitch would be good if you're starting out, but I almost prefer YouTube. I actually had a pretty decent... Plus, with YouTube, it's actually... It goes on a little bit longer, but yeah. Whew. Long day at the office. That's okay. It's okay. Because tomorrow I just have to put pages together, which isn't bad because I got a whole bunch of basketball to work on. And then I got a story to do. Either for Friday or next Tuesday. A little raspberry tea. Sipping on my sledge. I mean, I think before, I did kind of a secret stream where I was like, okay, can I get away with this sort of setup? Now it's like I got everything set up to where I want it to be, and it's actually got halfway decent lighting. I don't look like a ghoul. I don't look like really whited out. I'm blown out. I really don't like things really over my head too much, but this is fine. This is okay. But yeah, not bad. But not bad. Not bad. I do know I got one more thing I gotta do. Got one more thing. I gotta send stuff over WeTransfer. I forgot about that. I'm having fun. That's all that matters, is you have fun. Because, I mean, why do this, if you're not having fun? You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we can kick this card out. Just think of all those photos that belong in this little thing. This little thing. I mean, and I could go micro USB or micro SD, but I'd lose those so fast. I'd lose them so fast. I mean, I would lose my own head if it wasn't attached. I'd lose my own head. It's well, boys, I'm gonna lose my head. Lose my head. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't know why I don't have that. I might have to fix that. But I do have Windows 10 on this computer. Well, I think it's on the... I think it's on the... Okay. All right. Okay, so this is kind of how I do it. Kind of how I send photos over. Let me set it up real quick. WeTransfer. Before we call it a night, man. Before we call it a night. Yeah, because I've been going, 2 hours? Wow. Oh. Hummada. But this is late night streams. I should do this more often, honestly. Honestly, I could do it a Wednesday night, but maybe a Thursday or a Friday. Friday doesn't, I mean, Saturday doesn't sound so bad. Wednesdays and Sundays are tough. Wednesdays and Sundays are tough. Okay. We're going to log in. And watch with Tyler Liger. There we go. So I just go this, you know. And I think I've already logged in with Google, so I should be okay. See, there we go. And then I just send it to my work email. See, this is what takes me like, 2 hours to do. It's just all the editing. All the editing, especially if I have a ton of photos to pick from. But the cool part is like I take more than enough because I can use it for later, or I can use it for something else, like all area teams or file art. Like if I have nobody else around, and I need file art of Arweeva because Arweeva picked up a huge win on the road, or they picked up a big win on the at home, and it's a big upset. Then you're like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And then I just hit transfer. This is one of the few tricks I actually picked up from my time in Webster City, and I'll talk about that here when I get everything all closed up and everything all shipped out, have everything all put away, because I kind of want to talk about that stuff. I mean, it's not like I'm NDA'd out of my mind or anything. It's just it's just where it's just one of those things. It's like, oh man, that feels really nice to just get off your chest. But I don't know if I want to go back to gameplay anymore, especially with streaming, and that's the problem. It's just streaming gameplay, especially when I'm not hardwired to anything anymore. Everything's all via Wi-Fi, and I love to hardwire the computer back on, but hardwire the computer again. But it's like the computer's over here, and then the router is way over here. So it's like I would have to run a very long Ethernet cord to hook it up, and it doesn't do very well. But all right, WeTransfer is done. So, oh man, where do I even begin, man? It's been a minute since I've streamed. I think it's been. Let me look. I just want to look. I just want to look, man. When was the last time that I YouTubed? That I actually streamed? Oh, Pippa got done about an hour ago. She had a 3-hour stream. Okay, so for your information, yes, I do follow VTubers. And my VTuber, Pipkin Pippa. Based Rabbit. So let's go into... Let's view my channel real quick. It's been a minute. When has it been? A year ago. Has it been a year? Yeah, it's been a year. I mean, I've since streamed on Twitch. I moved over to Twitch for a little bit. But I kind of liked YouTube. Because I can keep an archive of everything. Yeah, so it's not so bad. I love my thumbnails. It's like one's me like pointing, one's me like this, one's me like that, another is me like doing this. It's pretty good. Or me doing like this. Or oh man. Good old late night Ligers. When did I start streaming? Oh, I did Liger Week. Liger Week was fun. Saturday Night Liger. There is one thumbnail. I've had a little bit to drink, and I'm like looking down on a phone. That's just great. But okay, all right. Y'all get a kick out of this, so let's look at all my thumbnails. It's like I'm looking all the same. I did a snow day stream. Oh, look at that! It's Maverick. Yep, it's the midnight hour. What was I watching? Oh, it was. Is that Battlefield? Was that? Wait a minute. Was I playing Battlefield? Then I used to do like a rundown. I used to do a rundown on the side, which wasn't bad. Look at this photograph. Every time I look at it, makes me laugh. Yeah, good times. But yeah, it's been a year. Twitch has been a little bit sooner. Like when I first moved in, I actually streamed on Twitch for like a millisecond, and it wasn't too bad. It was just, I don't know, man. It's a little different. A little different. Oh, man. Of course I don't have anything going on, chat. Okay. So let's get caught up. I mean, nobody here but you and me, right? Like I said, it's been a year since I last streamed. Since I've really done a lot. And it does feel nice to be like, hey, let's do a stream and, you know, let's get back into the swing of it. Like, that was probably one of the things I wanted to do is, like, get back to doing, like, a stream. Get back to what I really enjoyed, which I enjoyed streaming. I really do. I really like to stream. I wish I could stream more. You know, it would be nice to, like, you know, to have more people, like have more people like in chat or whatever, but I realize it's like 1:45 in the morning and I hardly advertised this. Hardly advertised it. Just because I was like, let me try it out and let's see what happens. And this is nice. I think what I need to do though is I need to actually have a chat somewhere. I need to have a chat somewhere so I can read chat. But yeah, it's kind of got my feet underneath me. I mean, like, I could have streamed in Webster City, but I was just so tired. I was so tired. But let's get caught up. Let's get caught up for a second, because it's just, I don't know, kind of been an interesting journey from like point A to point B, like from the last time I streamed on YouTube until now. Mostly because you know, just a lot can happen. I know when the Phoenix started, I didn't really stream a whole lot because I was just going all the time. I remember like my Mondays I would write for Dayton. My Tuesdays I'd write for, well, my Sundays I'd write for Dayton. Tuesdays I'd write for the Phoenix. Tuesday is when you're looking over all the papers. Wednesday, you're distributing papers. You're going to the post office. You're going to, and we had issues with the post office since day one. But it wasn't the post office. It was the postal service that kind of gave us like hiccups. Hopefully that's all said and done now. I mean, trying to build up a fledgling newspaper from like scratch, like that was tough. That was tough, man. That was tough. It took a lot out of me. Then I went to Webster City, and I think I would say that I did it for the wrong reasons. The insurance was good. The pay was great. The help, not so. It wasn't really there. And they were like giving me that fruit of saying like, we're going to move this to a weekly. You can handle this. Or we're going to move it. And then they moved the goalposts a little bit and said, oh, we're going to do a bi-weekly. And everybody I worked with was great. It was just like the brass was just tough. They would just keep dragging us along. And that's more so on, the upper management, like the regional, like the regional guy and the tippity top. Like it had to go through like the top dog, and it died on its way up. I mean, it's like, you're crafting a bill, to, like let's say you're a politician and you craft this bill and you have a lot of people support, and it just, it dies in committee, or it dies on the floor, or or the president's like, nope, veto, just absolutely vetoes it, or just doesn't even make it to his desk. That's a terrible analogy. That's a terrible way of saying that, but I knew that, after 7 months, nothing was going to happen. Nothing was going to change. It was time to look around. And it was either here or North Dakota. I was looking at North Dakota pretty hard. And then I got a phone call saying, hey, are you interested in like the sports editor job? And I got a warning about it. Somebody hit me up and said, oh yeah, hey, this person's asking about you. And I was like, okay, I'm willing to listen. I'm keep my eyes and ears open. And it was funny. Like I went over to Carol, got interviewed. Well, it wasn't even an interview. It was just like, hey, do you really like this job? And they try to impress me with all these numbers and all this mumbo jumbo, and I'm like, I don't care. I just what about me? Like, and I was like, it's whatever. It's getting back to just doing sports again, and doing sports was my bread and butter for like forever. And I enjoy doing sports. I mean, it keeps me rolling out of bed every morning. Did I kill my music? Did we kill my music? Bring the music up a little bit. We need to set the tone. We need to set everything. But it was good to get back to familiar territory, and while expanding kind of your coverage area a little bit. But I will admit it can be a lot, because you're having like 9 schools that you want to do a really nice job with, and oh dear, that is a little loud. Let's bring that down just a little bit more, okay? Okay. Now we're sounding okay. Music's not too loud, right? Okay. But, yeah. But it's not bad. It's like there's times where you feel a little overextended and you have like way too much going on, and like you don't have very many days off, so you cherish your days off, and then you have snow days, which are nice, but then you're taking some time out of your day to compile and pick up everything, and you just put everything together and then you just modify as you go. But so the only problem is with sports sometimes, particularly like I would say like Iowa and Texas, they have this in common. Is Iowa has 4 sports seasons, Texas has 3. It's because like during the summer it's all club, and it's too hot. But there's like a stretch in the summer where it's just like there's nothing going on, and you're just dying. You're killing for stuff, especially if you're freelancing. But like if you were like fully employed, it was a good time to go on vacation. A good time to just step away from the office and recharge the batteries. But yeah, that wasn't for me when I was in Texas. But I kept myself busy with like rec leagues and everything, which was all right. Rec leagues, club teams, I kept busy. But Iowa's like four sports seasons, and there's maybe only a handful of weeks out of the year where you can take time off and not miss a beat. That's the only challenge. It's like, man, when can I get away? When can I take time off? And I hardly remember taking time off. The only time I took really time off, unless I was like transferring from like, I was transitioning from one job to another, was like, I think the last true time was like when Dad passed away. And that was tough. I mean, like, because it's like, oh man, all this PTO that you wanted to save up for, man, it's all gone, because they don't give you all the time off that you need to like mentally process losing a family member, and a close family member at that. And they're like, oh, well, we'll give you all this time off, but they burned all my PTO. And that didn't sit well with me. It's like, my dad died. Just, I mean, they tried to sound as sympathetic as they could, but they weren't sympathetic. And maybe that might be the snowflake millennial in me. I don't know. But it's nice. I mean, I'm in a good place now. Really good place. Mentally, I just got to get to that physically better place. Yeah, just once we get past winter, and then I can start walking around, and because dang, it sucks to get old. It sucks to get fat. It sucks to get old. It sucks to get fat. But other than that, like it's not bad. Like Webster City, I was just tired. I was tired all the time. It was a lot of work. Because you were doing, I mean, it wasn't just like I'm doing like what I'm doing now is kind of like what I did in Webster City, except I don't have to do news. Like The Office has like 1, 2, 3. Double checking. I think 4, 5 people doing news. Versus me that's just doing sports. And like I would love to do bigger sports sections. I'd love to do more like almost like a separate like a separate section that's just sports like how it used to be, like I could do that and I could have all this information and we could lead with high school sports and then we could do like all the Iowa State coverage. And that would be awesome. And then we could do like, you and I and Drake and really put together a lot of sports. But the only problem is it, with one person, it's just not possible. So, yeah, 3 pages aren't bad. People like 3 pages. I try to make those sports pages as robust as I can make them. Nothing really like, it's like, oh man, like, oh, are you going to grill somebody? Are you going to like try to roast them? Are you going to try to call out someone? Nah, man. Nah. I've been done with that for a long time. Been done with it. It feels, I was like, yeah, not really bitter, not really angry, not going to gripe. It was it was a learning experience to build the Phoenix from the ground up. And I wish I could have stuck around, but I was run ragged. Like I always told people, it wasn't the Phoenix that stressed me out. The Phoenix was great. I liked representing a paper that I helped build from the ground up. It was the Dayton Leader that wore me out. And I hate that. It's like if like I had these part-timers when I was there, oh, it would have been so nice. I would just had to edit and just didn't have to come over too often. I just handle sports and just, manage the distribution of the papers and that might be about it. But it was a lot. It was a lot of work. And then, Webster City, man, I liked the immediate people I worked around. I mean, all professional. Even when I was like on the struggle bus, they tried to figure out ways to take the pressure off me. And that would be the like, I mean, I liked who I worked with. I really liked who I worked with. And I liked the contributors that would come around. But the problem is like a lot of these people, like, oh man, there was a photographer in Webster City. He was terrible. He was a drama queen. Like he popped by the office every day, and just hassle me and be like, well, and he was a greedy bastard. And I don't care. Like, this is just me representing me here. So come after me. I'm here. Find me. At me. And I'm still angry about it. So I'll be angry for a second. Guy came in every day. Do you got anything for me to do? And there was days where I'm like, I don't have anything. Sorry. And he would get mad. And then I'd be like, okay. And then he'd be like, how many photos do you want? I was like, I want 10, but I'm only going to pick like 5 of the best ones. And he'd give me 10. And then he would get pissed off because I only put in 5. And I was like, I told you, like, I only have room for this, and, it's not like... And, I mean, his news writing needed a little help, but with a little fixing, it wasn't so bad. But it took time out of my day. His photos, he'd sit there and hover over me while I'm working on photos, and I'm like, dude, just leave. I'll work on stuff. Like, you don't need to, like, watch me. I hate that. I hate when people watch over my shoulder. Just hate it. Just don't watch over my shoulder as I'm doing stuff. Like, it'll get done. Just don't like get in my face and be like, are you gonna get done? Are you gonna get done? Are you gonna get done? Hey, Don't do that. Don't do that. It just makes me mad. Like, and then I feel pressured. And then, like, he started blowing up at me over, like, photos. And I'm like, dude, bye. It's like, I can find people that are much easier to work with. And then he started intimidating people. And then he started going behind my back. And because I was, like, having none of it. I wiped my hands clean. Like, I washed my hands of this guy. I was like, dude, he's a drama queen. He's greedy. We're giving him, like, $750 a month. Why? You know, when I could go out and do the job just as well, or I can find somebody who could do a better job with the photos. But you know what? Once I walked out the door, that motherfucker came back in. Oh man, excuse my vernacular, but they brought him back in because the lady that's there now, she gets desperate and she don't want to go out to everything. Me, like, I get cabin fever if I stay to an office for too long. I get way too angry because, like, it's like, man, I'm not going out and seeing things. And that's what hurt me. You know, when I was over in Webster City, I wasn't able to go and see things. And, I mean, I had to depend on other people for stuff. And that just hurts you because you were so, like, when you've been so self-reliant for so long, it kills you to depend on other people for stuff that you can easily get and stuff that you could be like, I could do so much of a better job. And, you know, like, and when I told that dude bye, like, it was so nice and it wasn't so stressful. I mean, I was stressed. You know, like, and he's still a bastard. I don't like that dude. I wouldn't piss on him if he was, like, on fire, man. That sounds terrible. Like, you know, Tyler don't hold grudges, does he? I mean, there's only, like, a few people that, like, are on my eternal shit list. And it's nobody around here. Everybody's fantastic. There's only, like, a handful of people, and I can count them on one hand. I can count them on one hand. I don't hate anybody. I might loathe a few people. But, I mean, if the guy actually came up and apologized to me, I'd probably be like, yeah, sure. No problem. Water under the bridge. But it's because he went behind my back and, like, tried to appeal to my boss and tried to appeal to my coworkers that I was like, okay, this dude's being a snake. And he is a snake. It's like, oh, I tried being friends with him and he's a jerk. Yeah. I was a jerk because you were a drama queen. Stop being a drama queen. You want what's best, but sometimes you need to dial it back. I mean, Jesus, like, I mean, people take stuff way too seriously. Like, I keep a balance between being way too serious about my job and trying to have fun with it, because, like, I mean, that's what I did, is I married the career. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, yeah! Yeah! But, I don't know. Yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. But no, I don't. Yeah, there is only like a handful of people like that I don't like, and I'll probably like I'll never ever like. They lost all respect for me, but a lot of people I like. But that doesn't mean that like you're like in my circle. Like, I keep my circle. I mean, I have colleagues and I have acquaintances. I have professional contacts, but I keep my circle itty bitty little small. I keep my circle very small. I can count like, the four people like I'm around a lot. I can count on one hand. Like it's funny. It's like I can count as many people as I loathe on one hand, but my circle of close friends that are almost not even like they're not friends, they're more like family. I can only count on one hand. Maybe if some people are lucky, maybe two hands. I mean, there is a lot of people who like, I wish I could spend more time with or whatever just because of the job. But because of the job, you're all professional. It's like, oh man, I gotta, and I don't know. I care too much about my job. That's why I get so fired up when things go sideways. Like I get so wound up, so riled up. Because like I care about my job. I want to do a good job. I'm willing to work hard for you if you can work hard for me. And I don't know. Like I think a relationship between, let's say, like an employer and employee, it's a two-way street. The employee needs to work hard for the employer, but the employer needs to work hard for the employee. And that's not hard to ask for, is it? But I'm getting taken cared for. The only problem is the only thing I don't like, and I'll say it right now, is they pay per hour instead of paying salary. That's my only critique. Sports is a feast or famine, especially here in Iowa. It's especially here in Iowa. It's feast or famine. And like being a salary man for so long, like I'm not used to like, I was like, oh, I gotta keep hours. But I don't know. Maybe that's NDA information. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, not bad. What type of talking point should I have, like, to wrap things up? All I can say is, like, I'm happy where I'm at. I like who I work with. I like people I work for. And it's not just like, it's just not the company either. It's the community. Like, it's good for me to like go and see all my area schools, there's Carroll High, there's Kemper, there's Arweva, there's Coon Rapids Bayard, there's Glen Ralston, ICAM Manning, South Central Calhoun, Greene County, and Peyton Jourdan. All 9. And I don't think I encountered too much trouble with anybody. Which is good. It's good. And I want to try new things. Like, I should do more streams. Kick on the streams and see if people tune in. I mean, this is just like something to amplify the job. And yeah, I could go a little unfiltered. But I want to try new things. And you got to try new things. But yeah. Not too bad. I think I'm going to be on for another few minutes, and then I'm going to call her a night. I don't know how these just chatting streamers kind of like survive on just chatting. I mean, I know they got, chats, where I'm just like, I'm starting up again and I'm having to rebuild the audience that I've lost over the year. Like, that's tough. I was like, oh man. I mean, I mean, Craig's not even on, so Craig can't come on and troll me. Craig. Big Edis. Big Edis, boy! And then Danielle. Danielle's my other troll. That's why I need to start calling my moderators. I need to start calling my trolls. My trolls. But, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, yeah. I'd like to tell more stories, but it's getting late. Well, actually, technically, it's getting early. Early. I don't know. I should do something that I can start, like, setting myself apart with. I think with the lighting and how good the lighting is, almost want to rock the mask. I have a mask that I found in one of my totes. And it wasn't like, I wasn't planning to, like, when I was, like, training to wrestle, I wasn't planning to go in a mask. I wish I should have. I wish I could have. You know, if I finished the training and started getting on shows, I should have put on a mask. That would have been great. But then again, what the hell would I call myself? I mean, you know, can't call myself Jushin Thunder Liger. Shout out Jushin Thunder Liger! I could be like Tyler Liger. Again. I was always Tyler Liger. Dang it. There I go. Like, I'm going from like swearing to like swearing like a Puritan. Swearing like a sailor, swearing like a Puritan. Sometimes you just can't English. And that's okay. Because sometimes like your mouth runs faster than your mind. Or like your mind is processing it, but your mouth can't keep up. Happens to me all the time. I think, like, I don't know. Is it like a mild dyslexia? Like a mild OCD, a mild dyslexia, maybe mild Asperger's? Who knows? Like, I don't know. Everybody's all janky these days. As janky as, like, Kershaw when, you know, like, there's a VTuber named Kirsha, and she kind of... I mean, I think her personality's great. Personality's great. Her content's great. It's just like her model can look a little janky. She's like, I mean, come on. We're having a little fun. At least it's not as bad as Cyrax. Oh man, I don't want to get anybody into the Cyrax rabbit hole. That was like what I did like when I initially moved in. And I had my internet within the first couple days. And I had a week before I started at the new job back in August. And I totally went down the Cyrax rabbit hole. I went down the lolcow rabbit hole. Now my algorithm's all messed up. It's all Dark Side Phil. Maybe every now and then Chris Chan. But Chris Chan's gross. I don't like Chris Chan. But Cyrax, I went down the Cyrax rabbit hole, and it's a dark and deep and really sad rabbit hole. I mean, thank you, Bay Shaman. He was my gateway drug. And then I, like, for a while, like, I was down the Wings of Redemption rabbit hole, and I never got into Boogie. You know, at the lolcow podcast, you know, they got that going on now. Thank you, Daddy Keemstar. But, like, Wings doesn't sound that bad. It's just Wings has had bad takes over the last decade. But as as several times, and I think the trolls are just as I think they're worse than Wings. Like Wings is just a big dude. And honestly, if you sit down in a room with Wings of Redemption, he wouldn't be that bad of a guy. Boogie might lie to you. Boogie might blow things out of proportion, or he could straight up deceive you. Well, but Wings is but I think Wings is sensible. He's one of the more sensible lolcows. Darkside Phil, he just can't get past himself. So delusional. I'm gonna have this stream with Kat. Speaking of the family nights, oh boy, they are hot content for the detractors. Whew. But we had Cyrax. Like, get this. Okay, like, I can't do the voice like Base Shaman can. But it's usually like, okay, like I have like a webcam, but it's like a halfway decent one. It's a Razer Kio Pro. One of these days I'd like to upgrade to like a Sony, like a mirrorless camera, and have something for really good really good quality. Because like the Kio Pro is great, but it's great for a webcam, but it's not the highest of content. Oh, it's not the highest quality, but it's good. It's good for what it's worth. But Cyrax is in a dark room. Like, imagine this light turned off, and he's like looking down, and he's got his eyes closed, and then he's like griping. He's like, "Oh, woe is me, man! Somebody's really like, I'm really going through hard times. I want to get off the internet, man." And then like he closes his eyes, he slowly turns to the camera, and it's a dark room, and it's with a webcam that's really crappy, like a $20 webcam. And then he does this promo. It's a sad WWE promo, and it's not even a good bit. It's not even a good promo, where like he closes his eyes, he looks down, and then he looks at the camera, and then he like drops F-bombs and shit like that. Again, excuse my vernacular. And it's terrible. It was like I can watch independent wrestlers with better promo skills than freaking Cyrax. The Goblin of Akron. Hate that bastard. He's a beta male, as said be. And then there's another one I got into. It was Daniel Larson. Oh man, that dude's a piece of work. And I think this is just what happens when you don't put these type of people in a group home. Like, I swear to God, build a group home and put like Chris Chan, like, and with cameras all around, with like fish tank style, with like Chris Chan, Cyrax, Daniel Larson, like Airsoft Fatty, and World T-shirts, and put them all in the same group home, and put cameras all around, and then give them cameras like web cameras so they can stream. Don't donate to them. Actually, better yet, don't interact with the Goblin. Don't interact with Chris Chan. Don't interact with DSP. Just like leave them alone. Leave them alone. They'll eventually go away. Like, but people get like, and then throw a DSP in there, and just watch like the craziness occur. Daniel Larson start punching in walls and pulling fire alarms. Cyrax throwing fits over internet trolls, and Chris Chan just being just straight up messed up. Straight up messed up. And then World of T-shirts just gets drunk. Only Use Me Blade is passed out, or beating up the other little cows. Beating up the other horror cows. And yeah, that'd be good. I think I crossed the 3-hour mark, so I think I'm gonna call her good. A little rundown for the night. I know I'm like Cyrax, I like broadcast to nobody. Except that like the other day he like celebrated his 1,000th follower on Kick. And Base Shaman's like, who uses Kick? But I think it's just like troll accounts that he keeps banning. They keep making new accounts, and I've seen that happen. But before I go, let me give a shout out. So like Harris Heller with is it Senpai Gaming? Is it Senpai Gaming? Let me double check. Harris with Senpai Gaming. His Stream Beats. I think it's Stream Beats. Yeah, Stream Beats. Special thanks. Always got to do the plug. And I'm not sponsored. Hell no, I'm not sponsored. There's no way. The Stream Beats by Harris Heller. And you're listening to the lo-fi. The cool part is there's a synth wave, there's a hip hop, there's a lo-fi, which I'm listening to now, and then there's like rock and several other genres, EDM, and he supplies them for free to like they're on Spotify, they're on any other place, most like YouTube. YouTube has music, YouTube Music or Spotify. I use Spotify. But yeah, #1 free library of DMCA free music for streams and YouTubers. And then you can visit them at streambeats.com. So there's my shout out for the evening. Let's give a shout out to Arweeva and Peyton Sherdan for giving me some content to work with this evening. Gotta love some hoops after like a week and a half of waiting. Oh my gosh. Basketball was welcomed. And then lastly, if you guys didn't tune in for the stream for like a whole 20 seconds, you could always watch the playback on my YouTube channel. Feel free to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. That way you can see my shenanigans and see me match wits with Craig, which usually doesn't end well for me, or Danielle, one of the two. And maybe, hopefully, I can get back to doing some games, but I think for now, I'll just be one of those just chatting. You know, should I do like the meta, or I can have the bars like over like my chest? Like I got man boobs now, so won't be so pleasant to look at. I'd be like one of those old guys at a sauna that you'd run into if like I did the new Twitch meta and had sensor bars. But it's good to be back. It's good to be back, YouTube. Good to be back to streaming. Good to be back streaming again. I'll do mostly like photo editing. I don't think many people do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe one of the very few people that stream that around here. So it's been good. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Until then, do good things. Do good. And yeah. Y'all have a good rest of the night, evening, morning, wherever you're at. Even if you're Tanner Sims, or even if you're Grandmaster Sweezy, who's burning the midnight oil probably. He's probably like streaming on Twitch. Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all.